Well, hello everyone. Thanks for joining us and welcome to another week of homework. It is currently, I don't even know the date and I should, sorry. It's the 17th of May. So thanks for joining us and we're here to give you a couple of hints for this week's homework. With us this week we have Kate, the lovely Madam Ice.
Hello.
And we have got a secret guest back.
Hello.
Some of you will be able to pick the secret guest, others will not. But secret guest is playing along for the people in No New Starts. We haven't had one for a few weeks. So if you're in No New Starts and you want to take a guess on the secret guest, who they are, just put a comment below where I post this in No New Starts. And for everyone else, she still has good feedback and whips to share. So life will be good. Okay, so we're going to get started as usual with the Daily 30. What's happening in Daily 30 this week?
Okay, so this week in Daily 30 is a Daily 30 celebration. So we'll just start off with the first prompt this week. There are 3 themes: TV and film, places, and food. The first prompt is to choose one of those themes and stitch on a whip you can relate to it.
Okay, well, I'm trying this week to finish off the pieces for my mania that I have to work on for my mania. So I'm trying to fit these pieces into these prompts as much as possible. So I'm going to go TV and film, and I'm going to do Mill Hill's Herb Garden, because that is the sort of thing you see all the time on an Australian TV show called Better Homes and Gardens. I don't know what you guys have that's similar in the rest of the world, but we have a TV show called Better Homes and Gardens, and they have gardening segments and cooking segments and segments about how to decorate your home. So that's how I'm going to fit it in. What about you, secret guest?
I'm going to use Elizabeth by Mirabilia. Unfortunately, I can't pull it up right now because it will give me away. But she is in a beautiful dress, so I'm linking it with movies as old Hollywood Gone with the Wind.
That sounds like a good plan. Okay, I like the idea of that. What about you, Kate?
Okay, so I'm going to share my screen really quick. I will be choosing food, and I will be using Dark Queen of the Sea because, and we have a guest here.
Hello, who is this?
Rutherford. He's brand new, so he doesn't quite know what's allowed and not during filming time.
That's all right.
We'll work on it.
He's got to show your face. He's got to show his face, not his butt.
Oh yeah. All right, so I'm relating this to food because of the 3 fish on there, which I did name after food. So we have fish sticks, we have sashimi, and we have sushi. So
I like it.
There they are.
How many stitches are we doing?
So it's either 100 stitches or 1 hour for 2 tokens, or 200 stitches or 2 hours for 4 tokens.
Awesome.
Okay, so moving on to the next prompt, we have stitch on a whip that has 7 or less colors.
This one's actually hard. Like, it's easy to get a monochromatic, but you've got to actually show the what's it called, the thread thing. My whips are all here in a pile. I've got 2 thoughts and I'm not sure which one I'm going to do yet. Neither of them are from my mania, but they are pieces I haven't worked on yet this year, so I need to do some work on them. I have got First Base by Ink Circles, and it has got, can I get it to show you without the pattern? Yeah, 4 colors in it. So that's one option. Or the other option I've got is this little series from Little House Needleworks, Gardening Girl, and you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colors in that. So I'm not sure yet which way I'm going to go, but I'm happy that I found them, and they're both, I didn't want to go back to my monochromatics that I've already stitched. So yeah, one of those will get a Guernsey. It'll probably depend on what I can double dip in. What about you, secret guest?
I am going to be using, I actually figured how to do this.
Yeah.
There you go. I'm going to be using, this is Swan Lake by Owl Forest Embroidery.
That's gorgeous. Oh my goodness.
So I'm kind of getting, like, I still have the variegation, so I do have technically more than 7 colors, but it's 7 flosses.
Cool.
That seems like it works.
All right, what's next?
So I will be using, this is actually my oldest whip. It's called Garden in Blue by the Design Connection. And there are exactly 7 colors.
Oh, wow. That's good. Yeah, I was thinking like
There's
7 was a weird number, but I
Yeah.
guess there's a reason for it, but it was, yeah, it's amazing actually how many do have it when you go looking. Some people have no
Mhm.
chance, but you can always do your penalty stitches for or alternate stitches for an extra 100. So
Mhm.
it's not a biggie. Fits in well with Mania.
Yes, it does. All right, so the next one is stitch on a whip you can relate to a different country from the one you live in.
Another piece is not Mania, but is one that I need to work on. And this lovely lady, I really wanted to work on for a while, and she just hasn't come up. My South American Angel by Barbara Bartz. She definitely relates to another country, so she's going to go looking.
She's beautiful.
She is beautiful, and she's even more beautiful in person. Hold on, I'll show you in person. I haven't done much of her, but look at the colors, like
Oh,
stunning.
that
So,
fabric's great.
oh, it is perfect for it. What about you, Secret?
Oops. Oh, I'm popular today. I'm going to be using, where is it? I'm going to be using God Save the Queen by Shakespeare's Peddler, because I'm not going to give my location of where I live. This is different.
Obviously not in England.
No.
There you go. All right.
Okay. All right, so for me, I'm gonna have to go with the French flower shop.
Lovely.
Because it's French.
Secret
and
guest.
I'm not fancy enough.
Oh, you're getting a very popular secret guest. You have to work out how to mute those notifications. What's the cat doing to you now?
Just tried to latch straight on my back. I apologize for this. We're just not used to it yet. Okay. All right, let's just move on to the next prompt here.
Yeah.
Okay, so because the current membership is at 209 stitchers, we stitch on a whip of our choice for 209 stitches. Okay. Exactly.
I haven't made any thoughts about this yet, because there's so many things that it could be. However, if I was going to have to pin myself down right this second, I would probably say it would be Catch the Wind by, I think it's Lavender and Lace, because it's one of my Mania pieces. So I could do 209 stitches on the girls in Catch the Wind, and they don't seem to fit too many other prompts. There he is. Oh, that's a better angle.
Yes, it is.
All right, what about you, secret guest?
I will probably be super boring and do alternate stitches.
Okay, but it's your favorite whip. You can do anything you want. Why do you need why do you need to do alternate stitches? It's just an own choice.
Oh,
So you don't need to do alternates. Just you can say you don't know what you can do yet, but I wouldn't be doing alternate.
I am not tied down to a whip so far on the
That's a
front
good
line.
answer. I accept that answer.
There you go. Yeah.
What about you, Kate?
I will be stitching on Dark Queen of the Sea for this one because the part for this month is just monstrous. So I'm going to use it as much as possible.
I think that's a good way to get through it. All right.
All right, so the next one is to pick your favorite prompt from any past weekly or monthly events and stitch to that prompt. This is difficult.
Oh, look, there's so many prompts. You can pretty much start with what piece do you want to stitch on, which is what I've done. So the piece I'm going to work on is Evergreen Lane by Blackbird Designs. Now, this one is a wedding sampler, and I know there was previously a wedding sampler prompt. There was a prompt about flowers, there was a prompt about trees, and there was a prompt about houses. So I just need to do my homework and work out which prompt it fits into, but I know that my Evergreen Lane is the one that's going to fit. And again, not a mania piece, but a piece I need to work on.
Yeah.
Secret guest?
I am going to use the prompt of stitch on a whip that contains something that could be used as a trophy, which means use your imagination. And I'm going to be using the Templar's Prophecy, and I'm going to be stitching on a horse. It could be used as a horse racing trophy.
Nice. That works. That would definitely work.
That is awesome, secret guest. It is the same prompt that I was going to use from the past. And I'm going to use Dark Queen again because you can use her crown or her trident as a trophy of some kind.
You're getting this multi-dipping in good.
I know. I'm going to try. I got to get her into everything here. Okay. So the next one is stitch on a whip you can relate to friendship. Yeah, and then you have to talk about why you like the group. But friendship.
My friendship is going to be, again, another Blackbird, Strawberry Fields, because this was actually my birthday sale from last year. So I'm getting it ready for next month. And it's the friendship of the people who are stitching it with me. So there you go.
That's nice.
Secret guest, what about you?
Mine will actually be Rosemary, Raspberry Homecoming. It was a sale that I first got together with some of the ladies from No New Starts, and through that piece, we've started a wonderful friendship.
Aww.
That is very good.
That is very good. I feel like I don't have as sweet of a story here, but I was just gonna choose Lovebirds by Realist because they look like they're friends, don't they?
They do, and that ties in.
Yeah.
But this is the good thing. I mean, that's why we're here, is to give different opinions and show different ways of thinking about the prompt. So that's good. Awesome. Is that all we've got this week?
Yes, that is everything.
That's nice and easy. Oh, that's really good. Okay. Next one I'm going to talk about is No New Starts. There's things to talk about this month and this week in No New Starts. It's our big week. This is like our beginning of the month. We do everything sort of mid-month. It's a bit weird, but just to take the pressure off from other times of the month. So first of all, on Tuesday, we have Scrabble. And the Scrabble video will go up sometime on Tuesday with the letters. But just a heads up, it's mania, it's crazy, and Carla has gone nuts. So I know. So she has pulled 15 letters.
Whoa.
But you have to make a 5-letter minimum word or more. and you have to post your start and your finish and 200 stitches minimum this month. But the good thing is, and we try to make things easy, if you want to do 3 words and 600 stitches on the same piece, that's fine. You just post your start and your finish. So it's really, really good. So you're going to get credit for every word you make and do 200 stitches for. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. Okay, next thing we've got coming up is we have got the change of the birthday sale. So it flicks over on the 16th as always, which is just flicked over yesterday. So we are now looking at One Nation by Bygone Stitches. Are either of you stitching One Nation by Bygone Stitches?
I am not.
Nope.
Nope, no, that's none of us. But it was I know it's a very popular one that a lot of Americans are stitching. You can stitch anything by Blackbird Designs. I'll be right there.
Ooh.
Nothing for you, Kate?
I don't think I have any in my in my started pile,
Yeah,
which obviously I'm trying to stick with no new starts.
No new starts, that's right.
Yep. So I have plenty in my stash I would love to do, but
oh well, maybe another time. Or what about you, secret guest? Any blackbirds?
I actually don't own any blackbird pieces.
Okay.
none.
Wow. There you go. That's a hint. Someone who doesn't own any blackbirds. What about frosted pumpkin then?
Nope.
Nope.
I don't think I own any frosted pumpkin either.
Well, I'll be doing the birthday sale this half of the month. It's all good. But if you would like to remember this, it's just, do some stitching on it. Generally about 100 stitches will do. Post your start and your finish, and, help celebrate whoever it was who told me that that's what they did for their birthday. All right. And then the third thing in No New Starts, as I said, it's our big week, is we flick over to the next zodiac. So Taurus is gone and Gemini comes. Yay! Gemini's mine. It's the one I've been waiting for. And just like true Gemini, it's a bit weird too. It's an air sign. So any ideas on what you might double dip for an air sign? I know exactly what I'm going to double dip on.
I could see anything with birds.
Yep.
Because they fly through the air.
Yep. What about you, secret guest? Anything to do for air?
I would probably use my dragons.
Well, they fly through the air.
For my long dogs.
I'm going to double dip this one. Catch the wind. You can't say they're not flying their kites. Yeah.
That's great.
And I want to try and double dip everything. Like, I don't want to do more stitching. If I can get away with just working on those, 5 or 6 pieces plus my zombie runs, that will keep me quite happy. And I'm still behind in previous week's homework, so I've got a couple of others I need to work on. Now, the animal is a tricky one because it's not an animal. The sign is not an animal. It's twin.
Twins.
So it's not an animal, it's twins.
Yeah.
You have to stitch on something that has basically 2 of an animal or a person that could be twins.
Yeah, but I'm thinking like biscornues usually have 2. There's 4 of whatever. So if you have a biscornu. Now I have a question. Does it have to be an animal or a person, or can you say if you have 2 motifs that are the same? They're twins.
I'm not marking it, but to me, I think if you have 2 things identical, so it might be 2 matching trees or 2 matching houses, but it can't just be there's 2 houses and they're not matching. But it doesn't need to be identical twins, but you know what I mean? Like, you've got to make an effort to make it twinish. It could be an identical house and one's green and one's blue. That would be okay.
Yeah.
But
or like I'm thinking maybe now this is a big maybe, but Eliza Bell Cox, she's got like it's like a mirror image, but not exactly the same, just like very, very close. There's the same number of each type of flower on either side, but they're not quite exactly the same. But I think that would count.
Well, yeah, because each flower is a twin, I would think. They're not identical, but they're the same. So they're like fraternal twins. Yeah, I'm just thinking about the pieces that I was just choosing from. If I have anything that would be twins in them.
Secret guest, do you have any ideas for twins?
I'm actually going to pull it up.
Oh, good. She's got twins.
Yay.
So I am going to be doing Raccoon Ramble.
Oh, yes.
And
They're
since since I do have 2 children, I'm going to put another little raccoon on Papa Raccoon's head, and I'm going to put a little bow in its hair.
That's so sweet.
So that's for the prompt.
That's so cute.
That is so
What a
cute.
great idea.
Very cute. All right, I'm very happy because I found it. Yes. It's not in the list of ones that I already had out, but how do you reckon about these two being twins?
Because it's like the same series.
It's, well, not just the same series, it's the same house in reverse.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's actually the same house, just mirror imaged and changed colored.
Yeah, I would definitely think
So I
that would
think
count.
I will try that and see if that gets accepted. But yeah, I'm doing them all on one piece. So, you know, to me, those two together would be a twin because they're the same house on the same piece, just in a different color. Whereas the other houses are not twins because they're different houses.
Well, I would just look at it as that not every set of twins are identical. So
No.
there's fraternal twins.
Exactly. But see, if I was going to do like those two, that wouldn't be twins.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So I think it's got to, you know, if you're doing something like a house or a tree, it's got to make a really good likeness. All right, so that's twins. So that's a bit different this month. Pearl. The gemstone is a pearl. I've given no thought to these whatsoever.
Well, anyone stitching on Dark Queen, there are pearls for her. It calls for pearls.
Dark Queen.
Yeah. There's like 3 mother of pearls, so.
And pearl is not really a color. I could possibly, this might make my mind up for that. I could possibly get away with doing my first base because those light grey circles up the top on the base clef could be pearls.
It could be, yep.
Like I think that would be about as much as you could stretch it, in my opinion. Again, I'm not marking this, so it's not really my opinion. I just have some say. But to me, I think I would be prepared to give that a go, but I would not go any more stretch than that. What about you, secret guest? You got any pearls?
I have a mermaid. It's by Designworks. And there's little pearls in the border.
Perfect.
And they're definitely pearls, yes.
So it's like a little sneaky bit, but it's there.
Ooh, what about, here's another thought. My Caprice Fairy, you can't see it when it zooms in, on her wings, she's got the beads. They could be pearls on her beads. I mean, on her wings. So
if anyone's doing, I don't know if anyone would be doing this, but if there's a piece you have that uses pearl cotton, would that work, you think?
I don't know. It's an idea. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if we have questions for Zodiac. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Just looking. Yeah, no, she doesn't have pearls. I think they've got to look like pearls. Like not just any beads would be pearls. They've got to be that sort of you know, I don't know what sort of shimmery sort of metallic-y colorish thing. It doesn't have to be grey or white because there are different coloured pearls, but I don't think you can just chuck on like a shiny red bead and go, that's pearl, because that's not a pearl. That's like a garnet. Okay, and then the last one is rose. That will be this one for me. So I just had it out. My Caprice has roses.
Yeah.
What do you got?
This one's super easy for me, Beauty and the Beast, because it's got the rose
Lovely.
in there.
Yes.
You can't really see it in here, but there's the
Awesome.
rose there.
What about you, secret guest?
Mhm.
I am going to be using Sabrina by Mirabilia because her flowers are roses.
Ooh, yes.
And she's got pearl buttons on her sleeves and around her
Yep.
tiara.
For pearls, yeah.
I would call them pearls. There we go. Lovely. You worked out a good way of showing those pictures. Good on you, secret guest.
Mhm.
All right. Semisane alphabet has rolling over the letters. We have rolled into J and we roll over to K next week. So I don't know if you've got your alphabet there, Miss Kate.
Yes, I do. I'm pulling it up so I can share my screen here. All right, so I am using, this is Jane Marshall from Hands Across the Sea. And I have it right here.
I was going to say, you
I'm
need to update your
changing-
photo, then you can show us where you're up to.
Yeah. So I am changing the colors. Oh, I'll stop sharing.
Thank you.
Changing the colors up quite a bit.
Okay.
Be caught up on- There. I should be caught up on it. Just,
So you're doing the
got
capital
the-
and the little.
yep, I've got the big and the little alphabet. So I'm keeping up with both.
That's good. You made a nice, easy choice there. That was smart.
Yes, thank you.
I haven't got
I
mine.
know my limits.
Yes, well, mine's going all right, but I just have to finish off. It's actually today's work. All the extra stitches on around my eye, because the eye is the bottom of my first column, and then I've got to go to the top of the next column for the J and the K. So I'll be caught back up again after today, but I'm behind at the moment. Okay, now the next thing we've got then is supernatural. So with supernatural stitches, remember that these ones are really good to just use as a double dip, because it's about building up your stash budget at the end of the year. So when I read these prompts, there's a lot of them. If anything jumps to mind that you've already done that you could double dip, then that's great. And if it doesn't, that's all right, you can pass. He just really wants to be featured. Oh, what's he doing? He wants to play.
Yes, he's very playful right now.
Ouch. Okay, so the first one, we are on season 4, episode 13, and I checked, we are on season 4, episode 13, after school special. You do any number of 100 stitches you want to do, so that's why I don't bother doing the same piece more than once. All right, so the first one is stitch on a school-related project, and that can include schoolgirl samplers. So you would be settled by doing your alphabet.
Yep, Jane Marshall could do it.
Yep. What about you, secret guest?
I'm thinking I'll probably use one of my full coverages that has books.
Yes.
Books back to school.
That's a good plan, books from school. I think for me, because I haven't done any pre-prep from these either, I think I'll actually use my needlework ABCs, because you would learn how to do needlework at school, well, in home ec or whatever it's called. So I know I learned how to do it. So I think my needlework ABCs would fit in for a school related project. The next one is stitch on a project, showing people at work or wearing job specific clothing. You're on mute. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to save y'all from the noise here, but I'm thinking this is coming to America. I'm thinking maybe some of these guys are probably the ship hands
Mm-hmm.
up on this Mayflower. So they're at work, right?
What about you, secret guest?
I will probably use my Templar's Prophecy because I will use the knights because they are protecting the gate of the castle, so they're doing their job in their armor.
Well, I don't know if I'll get to this one. I was thinking the same line as you. I was actually thinking I meant to stitch on Once Upon a Fairy Tale for something from last week, and there's lots of knights and things and people protecting what they're doing there. But I could maybe stretch it to do the gardening girl because she's working as a gardener.
Yeah.
Doesn't say it's her own garden, does it? So yeah, maybe. All right, the next one we don't need to talk about, but it's you stitch on a project which title, design company, or first or last name of the designer starts with the letter NICESHORTS. Nice shorts. So there's quite
a
a
lot
few
of options.
Yeah, I mean, instantly for me, I and ink circles comes up just based on what I'd shown you. But there's heaps. N for Nora, H for hands-on designs. We've talked about hands across
Yeah,
the
hands
sea.
across the sea.
Yep. R for Riolas. So yeah, there's lots of choices of those letters. Next one, stitch on a project that includes a creature most would consider fantasy fiction.
You know what I'm gonna use? My queen. She's coming out.
Your queen's coming out. Ooh, yeah. The dark queen fits in for that. Well, that's good because you want to have her featuring. That's the whole point. It's about you double dip these. I know what I'm going to use. I've just got to find it. Have you got anything jumping to your mind, Secret?
Well, I'm thinking. Oh. I am going to use Templar's Prophecy. I'm going to share it because I've been talking a lot about it, but I haven't been showing it. There is lots of dragons, and there's unicorns.
Yes, we could definitely use that one. Well, for me, I feel like, oh, I lost you. Can't make that bigger before I share it. I'll get it right eventually. For me, I think I will use my fairy tale for this one. So I'll go with the gardener for the other one because there's dragons and creatures there that are unicorn, different mythical ones. All right. Next one is stitch on a project that will include your name or initials as part of the design.
As part of so
I don't think it means you're just naming and dating your piece. So for example, my Evergreen Lane is a wedding sampler for Dave and I, so that will have our name and stuff on it. I think it means something more like that than just signing and dating your name. You can pass if it doesn't fit.
I don't think I've got anything.
That's all right. Secret guest?
I don't believe so either.
That's a tricky one, but again, there's usually about 15 or 20 prompts in this group, so you don't have to do all of them. You just do whatever you want to do. You do however many hundred you want, and it just rewards you. I mean, I'm doing the stitches anyway. If I just bother to do the posting, then it's all good. All right, the next one is something to do with a harsh environment.
Ooh. Harsh environment. Oh. do I? Okay, so gonna have to ride with me here. But this piece is called Magic is on the Way, and it's Harry Potter themed. And I'm saying that this is a pretty harsh environment to live in a closet under the stairs with spiders and stuff.
Definitely. What about you, secret guest?
I'm actually going to pass on this one.
All right. Well, I'm thinking strawberry fields. To me, if I had a humongous tree like that in my yard, and that like grass or water or whatever it is next to the house looks pretty harsh to me. So I'm gonna put strawberry fields as my harsh environment. All right, the next one. This is you got an either or here. Stitch on a project that shows a human with hair long enough to keep a lock or a form of transportation.
That
I
seems
know.
like unrelated.
Well, no, it's because someone was cremated, but a lock of his hair was preserved in a Bible, which he keeps on the school bus. So it's related to the story, but when you just go them randomly as prompts, they're very weird. So really long hair or a mode of transportation.
Well, my queen's hair is pretty long.
It is. She definitely has long hair.
So once again, she's coming out.
My South American angel has long hair, all that red stuff coming out of the top. So I think my South American angel will be my long hair. What about you, Secret?
I'm going to pull a picture of the project. Oops. So this wonderful lady has long enough hair.
Oh, yeah. There she is. There's
Old.
Queen Victoria.
There's Victoria.
Yep. Lovely.
I can hear people cheering that she's coming out.
Yay!
Yay!
She must be our own version or your own version of Mother Moon. And with that, cheers, EJ. Okay. Next one. Stitch on a project that displays footwear.
So anything that has footwear on?
Anything that has footwear on. So I'm already using this one, so I wouldn't be able to use it. But for example, my gardener girl is wearing shoes. So where you can actually see the shoes.
I think, yeah. Coming to America, all of these little ladies are wearing shoes.
They are. What about you, secret guest? Oh, I've got a better answer.
I'm going to use Templar's Prophecy because the knights are wearing boots.
That would work. I actually have found one that I could do, but I've got to flick through and find it because it's one of my zombie runs. And I just want to check that they're wearing shoes because I didn't want to double dip. There's no point me double dipping in this one. I have so many whips to get through. Where is it? I can't get my master's piece up at the moment. They're all just the large ones, so I've got to flick through one at a time. Makes it really long and frustrating. I should just be flicking and let you see my collection while I'm flicking. I'm trying to find it so I can bring it up. Oh, it must be here somewhere. Come on. Where is it? All right, well, I'm going to have to just tell you. It's my stitching time.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure, that's why I wanted to just check. Here it is. I found it.
Yeah.
Life
Isn't
is
that lady on the
good.
ladder?
let's have a look. I'm sure they're wearing shoes. Yeah, the guy's wearing boots for starters, so there's shoes in that one. So I could do my stitch in time.
Oh yeah.
So that would work well. All right. Stitch on a project showing someone sad or lonely. A sad or lonely person.
Does it have to be a person?
Yeah. It says someone sad and lonely. So I don't know if it has to be a person, but I don't think you can get away with a house or a tree.
Okay.
You could have a sad little, oh, well, there, Harry Potter's definitely
Harry.
sad. Yeah. I don't know, you might have a sad little bunny or something, I guess
I
that.
was thinking like
Yeah.
Eliza, this like little butterfly,
Yeah.
he's probably pretty sad because he's about to get eaten.
That would be sad. Again,
Yeah.
I haven't said that this video, we have absolutely no authority over our answers.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
don't
our
know.
opinions. Sad or lonely? I don't have many pieces left to do. Maybe this one may not come out, and I don't know if she's sad, but she definitely looks elf or lonely. My Nora Corbett elf fairy. She's one I want to work on in the next little while, so I could pull her if I have time. What about you, Secret?
I'm going to be using Victoria because being a queen must be hard when your husband passes away.
Definitely.
So, all your children.
Yeah.
All right. But this next one is stitch on a project you're really enjoying and you'll be sad to have behind you.
Whew. All of them?
Yeah, exactly. Take your pick. Which one do you want to be enjoying the most?
Right now, for me, I have to say it's either Shocker, Dark Queen, or My Beauty and the Beast is the other one that I am enjoying working on right now.
Well, for me, it's going to be another zombie run piece that we haven't mentioned yet today. And it's a really bad picture. I say that every week. This is my fairy tale village. I really love this piece, and I'm enjoying working on it. So I'll be sad when it's finished in 10 years' time. What about you, Secret? Well, she's gone on mute. No, I bet oh, there she is.
I am still here. Sorry, it's bedtime and
It's okay.
it was quite loud.
That's right.
I have Lilith the Labrador. I'm about here on her, and she's such an enjoyable stitch, and I will be sad to see her go.
Yeah, she could be sad or lonely too.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah. Okay, we only got 3 more, guys. 2 more, sorry. Stitch on a project that represents gratitude. I know. I could try. I'm grateful that I have food to eat. I don't know. Gratitude.
Oh. I'm wondering if I could convince, I don't know, I feel like you might be able to get away with a lot of verses on samplers.
Yes, that's true.
Like saying just that you're grateful for anything at all.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Eliza Bell Cox, and I don't know if I could quite spin this one into gratitude. It's all about forget-me-nots and planting them on your grave. So.
You might fit that into the next prompt, though. You got anything gratitude-wise, secret guest?
Oops. I was thinking, I'm going to use, it's called Tulips by Pedal Pusher. And I cannot find it at the moment. But but it's grateful that my family came over from Holland, and that's kind of the symbol of Holland is tulips.
Cool.
Okay.
That's
I
awesome.
had another thought.
Yeah, I saw that thought happen.
So I could work on I Have Tiger Lily by Nora Corbett, because I have a really good friend who's letting me borrow this. So I am filled with gratitude that she is letting me borrow it.
Definitely. That's very worthy of being gratitudinal. All right, and the last one, stitch on a project which is in memory or honor of someone.
Oh yeah, I could use the lights ball for that.
Yeah.
Forget me nots.
Yep, forget me nots, definitely. That would fit in for me. I don't really have any at the moment. So I would be passing on that one. Any for you, Sister? Okay guys, my computer and internet had a big spaz attack, and so unfortunately we lost the last little bit of the homework video where the secret guest was showing us a beautiful piece that she's doing in memory of her grandmother, and she's done a color conversion to blues. So I'm sorry you don't get to see that, but that was all there was, and then we said our goodbyes. So thank you again so much to Kate Madden-Mice for joining me for the homework video, and to the secret guest. So if you are in No New Starts, remember to comment in No New Starts where I post the video. And to everyone else, we really hope you have a fantastic week stitching, lots of fun and lots of progress. And we will catch you next week. Bye.